Hefner, the founder of Playboy magazine and a leader of the 60s sexual revolution, has died. Good evening, I'm Sam Shane.
And I'm Christina Janes. The 91-year-old created a multi-million-dollar adult entertainment empire and in the process became the ultimate Playboy himself. CBS 13's Adrian Moore joins us live in the newsroom with what we're learning about his death and the legacy he leaves behind. Adrian?
Christina and Sam, Hugh Hefner was surrounded by his loved ones when he passed away of natural causes today at the Playboy mansion. Tonight, his family and close friends are remembering him as a media and cultural pioneer who was a leading voice in some of the most significant social movements of our time. Hugh Hefner wanted to create an upscale men's magazine that stimulated both the intellect and the appetite. The result was an iconic publication and brand called Playboy.
The reality is that the Playboy and the Playboy clubs were the beginning of the sexual revolution.
Hefner started Playboy magazine with help from investors, including his own mother. He published the first issue in 1953 from his own kitchen. It featured a color centerfold of a nude Marilyn Monroe and was an instant success. The signature black rabbit in a tuxedo bow tie was developed for the second issue, and it stuck.
A lot of people buy the magazine for the articles, but it's the centerfolds they remember.
Hefner began living the lifestyle his magazine glamorized, which soon led to his first divorce. He expanded his empire to include film production and two short-lived TV programs, including Playboy After Dark. And of course, the Playboy Club.
When the Playboy clubs first opened, the bunnies were the center of it all, and the costume notwithstanding, which obviously was simply the trademark of the brand, the bunnies were empowered in a way that women had not been before, and the bunnies immediately earned more money than their fathers.
Feminist Gloria Steinem went undercover to expose the treatment of club employees, publishing a bunny's tale.
The waitresses had to have internal exams and Wassermann tests for venereal disease, and they were told that this was a requirement of the state. Hello? For a waitress, it wasn't at all.
The magazine was famous for its nudity, but also for its headline-grabbing interviews. In 1976, presidential candidate Jimmy Carter admitted, "I've committed adultery in my heart many times." After suffering a minor stroke in 1985, Hefner toned down his poolside partying at the Playboy Mansion and married his longtime girlfriend, Kimberly Conrad. They had two sons and later divorced. Hefner's adult daughter from his first marriage took over a Playboy from 1988 until 2009. Hefner had a regular rotation of women and celebrities at the famed mansion, some of them even appearing on the e-reality show The Girls Next Door.
When you're in love, sex is good at any age.
Now, Hefner's death has prompted an outpouring of tributes on social media tonight. Actress Jenny McCarthy, whose career was launched by Hugh Hefner, tweeted a picture of her Playboy cover saying, quote, "R.I.P. Hef, thank you for being a revolutionary and changing so many people's lives, especially mine. I hope I made you proud." And the Reverend Jesse Jackson also tweeted a tribute saying, "Hugh Hefner was a strong supporter of the civil rights movement. We shall never forget him. May he rest in peace." Now, Hefner leaves behind a wife and 4 children. One of his 3 sons, Cooper, took over Playboy Enterprises this past August. And as for that famous Playboy mansion, it sold for $200 million back in June to a neighbor with the stipulation that Hefner could live in that home until his death.
All right, Adrian, thank you very much. Live for us tonight in the newsroom.